Sagittarius, here for the last 2 weeks of June. See what your person's thinking. I know I'm curious. I hope you are too. I put all the announcements in my about section so that we don't have to spend time on that. Just sitting here shooting the breeze about that kind of thing when we could be looking at your reading, right? Please hit subscribe and the like button to help support me and my channel. If for any reason you feel later that I'm not your favorite, although I hope I'll be among your favorites and you'll want to stay subscribed, you can always unsubscribe later. So I do ask though, before you hit dislike, that I prefer constructive criticism. Sometimes also people dislike for reasons that have to do with personal preferences. Like some people will think I'm unprofessional because I'm not warming into it and just giving a cold reading, and some people think the opposite, and it's all about what your culture is. We might be one country, but many cultures. All right, so let's see. I'm going to ask the angels and the spirit guides to give us some insight about your person. All right, let's get started. A lot of wands going on. Speaking of the devil, you are a fire sign, so I guess you're really in your element, or your person is into you, should I say, because this is a reading that's from the point of view of your person. Okay, so we have a nice mix of cards in the upright, and well, actually there's quite a few that are in reverse, and as a matter of fact your two cards that are major arcana are actually in reverse as well. Okay, so it looks like your person wants to be a King of Cups. That is the kind of person that is has a depth of emotion, but doesn't let emotion run that person's life. They're very aware. They're very emotionally mature. Okay. And then we have here where you have three wands. A fourth one would be stable. So I think that your person wants to get out of this unstable energy and is spending some time thinking about what it would take to build it correctly. Your person is also feeling that they need to defend what they see as theirs, whether it's their identity or what it is that makes them them. So how does this person build stability but keep their own identity at the same time? That sounds like an impossible feat, but it's not, because when two people are together, they should be two individuals, complete. So your person can have it both ways. They just need to work on finding that. Hopefully we'll get some more information coming up here in the next couple of conceptual lines. Your person knows that they have to put in the work, but they're not quite ready to yet, perhaps because I'm going to say that there is some type of fear going on, and I think this is more of a refuge for your person's mind to think that they have to somehow protect their individualness, and I think it's just standing in the way of creating what it is that they know, because they're capable of emotional depth here. So they may not see that they're possibly, their mind is throwing up roadblocks. Their mind is throwing up roadblocks, and I don't think they're necessarily valid roadblocks, but when the mind is acting like that, it's hard to see it, because you'll get caught up in that belief that your mind is throwing up. Okay. And being well, potentially a King of Cups, because honestly, this person is not in that energy right now, because they're actually in these energies, and this is the potential energy. So this person has a choice, okay, to decide how they want to go about this and whether or not they want to get caught up in this. Okay, because they're fighting these two things, and they're not ready to put any work into it. They're also, I think that they feel passion towards you, and they want to start something, or restart something in the case of people who've, this is someone that they've been with or know. But they know that what they have to offer right now is just not enough. This isn't going to cut it. So they're not offering right now. Also in the reverse position, they're not going to fight it anymore. Well, that's good news, because it seems to me like this has been at odds, but they can't. Okay, so basically something is messing with them. They're not quite capable of moving forward because they're stuck in a lot of belief systems here that are holding them back. But I think their draw to you is so strong that they can't fight it. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The fact that it's on the table, it gives me some hope, but this is not moving forward. It's not stuck energy either, because then we get the Hangman, but this wheel is turning in the wrong direction. They're looking back. They need to go back to something before they can move forward. And what they're going back to is a time when they didn't offer, they didn't come correct. They came with you with a fishy offer, because they didn't see you as somebody that was the kind of person they were going to be with. I think it was just perhaps a passion project, and that's why they can't come to you with just passion this time. They can't fight it, but I don't think it's just passion. Or maybe they want passion, but they know that they screwed up in the past, so and they're not, they know that they can't give you anything fishy either, because they didn't see you in the right way. I probably want to pull a clarification card on it, but let's take a look at the overall and see if we can get some messages. This is in the right side up, and I see this person being given a cup and not accepting it. I think your person just wants what they want. Hello again, Sagittarius. Your video cut off, so I'm going to leave the cards here, and we'll just go over where we left off. We were looking at the overall energy, and I realized that I needed to pull some cards. And what I found was that some of the clarification is the need for bringing stability to the situation and offering something better will allow them, because I pulled this Emperor in the upside down, I think they need to feel better about themselves in order to move forward. And they know that it's going to take something better than this garbage that they regret in order to feel good about themselves and be able to offer that. And I also, let's see, what else did I pull? Oh yes, they have so many regrets over you, okay? So that was another clarifying card, and I put that here in between this set of 3 and this set of 3 because it kind of spoke to me about how the reason that they have to revisit and look at the past is to avoid these types of situations, so that they don't end up being, because they put themselves out in the cold. Something they did, they're out of the car, but by their own choice. You could be like, oh, but yeah, I totally would understand and I would be forgiving, but they don't see themselves that way. And they need to be in the upright for the Emperor because it was in the upside down. They need to be that in order to move forward. So the fact of the matter is they can't quite let you go. They can't shake this. As much as they want to believe and hold on to all these beliefs about who you are or what happened that allowed their identity to remain as an emperor, keeping you in this position that you're not, they see now that this was not the case and this isn't working anymore. They can't fight their connection to you either, probably because you're out there, you know, with it too. So, and you know, they're definitely wanting to manifest it here with this Magician. And then I pulled some card to clarify, and not clarify, actually, as an advice for you, Sagittarius, about your person. And we have the Sea Beacon Fairy, and it's basically, she's suggesting that, you know, that there's going to be some rough waters, and if you want to traverse those waters, you can see where you get later, and maybe it'll be a position that you'll enjoy being in with this person. But I wouldn't blame you for wanting to give up. This person is a complicated person. But I also remember now that not only is this person need to be an emperor in the upright position, they are a King of Cups when things are straightened out. This is a person that's worthwhile, even though this is a pain in the butt for them to get past. They want to, and they are they're capable of emotional maturity. So if you want to stay in the game with them, I think this person is worth it. But you have every right to walk away from this nonsense. All right, I hope that this reading really helped you, and I'm going to try to put these videos together, but hopefully it won't be a part 2, but I'm a little new at this, so I don't know why my camera keeps cutting off. But I'm getting this message to you one way or another, all right? I should have the great couple weeks left of the month, okay? Talk to you next time. Bye.